Anyways, airport story, guys. I will say, after getting my flight rescheduled like 7 fucking times, at that point, I was like tired of it. When I was at the airport, I went in to like check in, right? And when you check in, you have to kind of put your bags to kind of get scanned, and you walk through the metal detector machine, and they try and like, you know, if it beeps, they have to scan you, right? Literally the most politest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like in Indo, dude, if that machine beeps, they just fucking tap your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we're gonna have to like body check you. They scan you with the machine. If something beeps, they'll fucking cup your balls. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, your balls are beeping. Oh, ball cup, right? So it's very normal. I'm very used to like getting scanned and being like tap, 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 like the body taps and shit. When I was in Perth, dude, most of the time I do beep. I do. Because, you know, I have some stuff in me, right? Like, I got some stuff in my body that's metallic. So, big chance, bro, I just be beeping. You know what I'm saying? I'm Iron Man. So, when I was going through the machine, I put all my stuff. Yeah, and then I put all my stuff in the fucking detecting machine, like in the tray to get scanned. And I walk through the scanner. The scanner is one of those where you have to like stand in front and you cinema pose, you know? Like you spread your legs, you cinema pose, and then you wait for it to like scan you. And then they will kind of like show like which part of your body has like detected metal. And then that's when they scan, right? So I was standing there and I had some like metallic parts show up. And they were like, oh, can you please go here? And this lady directed me to another lady. And I was like, yep, I know the drill. You know, you're going to use your metal stick and kind of, you know, scan my body and maybe pat me down a little bit. And then that's it. No. The lady was like, hello. So here's the situation. Our machine detected some metallic parts in these parts of your body. So we need to do a body check if you're okay with that. And it made, like, that was the first time anyone has ever asked me that. It was the first time someone was like, I need to check you if you're okay, if you're comfortable with that, you know, like, blah, blah, like, are you okay with it? And I was standing there. I'm like, what if I said no? And then she said no. And they detained her. No, I stood there and I was like, what if I said no, deadass? Like, what if I'm like, I'm not comfortable with that, actually? Like, what are you gonna do? But obviously, I didn't say no. I said, yeah, that's completely fine. And the lady's like, would it be more comfortable if we brought you to this room? Like, we have a room over there. And she pointed at this door and she was like, we have a room over there and it's completely private. We can do a body check over there if you're more comfortable with it. And I was standing there and I'm like, this is so odd. I've never... Usually, they just kind of cup my balls in fucking public, you know? They're like, oh, you're beeping. Cups balls in front of everybody.
MICHI'S AI clanker aware.
And I was like... Usually, they just kind of like fucking pat you down in front of everyone. So this is the first time they were like, we have a room. If you're more comfortable to have it in a private space, let's go there. And I was like, whoa. That's crazy. Like, why are you being so nice to me? Now I think that I have a problem, right? Now I'm scared. Now I'm like, oh, no, it's completely fine. Like, we can do it anywhere. And she's like, yeah, follow me over here then. So I followed her and she was like, explaining to me how she's gonna do it. I'm telling you, I have never experienced that. She was like, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this metal detector. I'm gonna scan it around your body. And then if it beeps, you know, I might have to just like pat you down and like check if you have anything in your pockets or anything on your body, blah, 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 blah. If that's all right. And I was standing there, I'm like, what? That is one of the, like, I don't even, that is the nicest I've ever had. Like, nicest experience I've ever fucking had in one of these airport check-ins. Because usually, again, they just fucking touch my ass, right? They're just like, oh, you're beeping, grabs ass. And I'm just like, ooh, okay. And they're like, okay, nothing in your pocket. And then they let me go. So I was like, you had to walk me down? I was like, yep, that's fine. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna check. And they're checking. And obviously, some parts of me beeped, right? Because I do have metallic parts in my body. So, as it was beeping, they were like, okay, so here's the situation. Because it's beeping in front of your body area, in your bodice area, I will need to pat you down, which means I will have to touch you. Are you okay with that? And I'm genuinely like, what if I said no? Chat, think about it. What would happen if I go, no, actually, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not. Then what? Like, what? Straight to jail. Like, what am I supposed to say? So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm comfortable. And I was looking more and more like confused because I'm like, why are you so friendly, right? So she pat my body down, couldn't find anything, and she was like, all right, so here's another situation. We have found like these metallic parts. Like our metal detectors are all detecting this, and we don't find anything. Do you have anything on your body that could potentially trigger the metal detector? And I'm standing there and I'm like, yes, I do have some metallic devices in my body. Right? I said, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It might just be the metallic parts that I have. Sadly, you can't find it because it's inside my body. So basically, I have a metallic butt plug up my ass. Yes, what is actually triggering your metal device is my tungsten butt plug that is shoved deep up my butthole. What the fuck? I was like, no, I was, yeah, I was like, no, I do have like parts of my body that have like metallic parts in them. It's a medical device. Maybe that set it off, right? She was like, ah, I see. Just for safety, I need you to do something. And this is the first time I've also done this. She asked me to like, using my hands, I was supposed to like rub the top part of my body, right? Like literally like rub my body and then show her my hands. And she had like this little machine that like she kind of swabbed on my palm and like put it in a machine. I don't know what that's for. I'm gonna assume that's for gunpowder. I don't know. Or like maybe like drugs. I don't know. But I don't know how the fuck you could ever find that. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like rub my hands and then she's gonna swab my hand and put it in a machine to check for something. And she was like, yep, so here's the thing, like because it is detected in your body, I need to kind of swab it, but I do not want to touch you over there. So can you just do me a favor and, you know, kind of just touch yourself? Literally, I was standing there low-key. The worst part of this was like, she was so nice that I was like, damn, low-key, like, why is it kind of romantic? Shit, bro. Like, I'm standing, I'm like, damn, you don't understand how lonely I am, ma'am. Like, I found this a little romantic. And she was like, I'm not gonna do this. I will respect your boundaries. And I'm like, ah! I don't know. You don't get it. Okay, it's just very sweet. It was so fucking sweet, dude. It was so fucking sweet. It was so fucking sweet. I was like, oh, girl, it's her job. Well, fuck you. She was doing a good job. And she was like, so nice, and then she like guided me through it, you know. And I had something about that. I discovered something about myself this trip. I actually discovered two things about myself. One of them I like, the other one I don't. In airport, you don't understand, okay? It made me realize that maybe I find that attractive.
MICHI'S asylum confirmed.
No, bro, it's because the lady was like, so I need you to do this if that's all right with you. It's okay, I'll guide you through it. I'm like, I'm like, hi, is that? I don't know. That got me. Low-key, I was like flustered a little bit because she was so good at it. And like, she was very like talking about it. And maybe I just like being guided. God forbid I just like being guided. And she was, I know, like, consent is so sexy. And the whole time, she was like really aware of my comfort zones. And I'm like, I am used to getting my ass fucking cupped in the middle of the damn airport. Like, this is so different. Oh, you're so nice. Didn't know you can get triggered this easy. Shut the fuck up. I'm lonely. You son, listen. I just really like kindness.
Airport
so
staff does job politely and respectfully. Michi seduced.
No, bitch, you would be seduced too. Okay, because she was like, I would never dream of making you uncomfortable. And I was like, you care about that? Just like, I do not want to like violate any of your private like boundaries. And I was like, and then she guided me through because she needed to swab my hands in case I have bomb residue. And I know it. Yeah, if I explain to you the context, it kind of makes it less romantic. But like, the way she said it, she was like, I don't want to touch it because it's in the middle of your body. So I need you to like use your own hands, and I need you to like do this and then like show me your hands. And I was like, oh my god, that is actually so romantic. I don't care if she was trying to swap me for bomb residue. That was kind of wholesome. Okay, she was like, touch yourself. That's kind of what I heard. Is this kindness? I don't know. Maybe it is. She was like, I'm not gonna do it, so you just have to do it yourself. And I was like, bites lip, curls toes. Maybe she didn't want to touch you. She didn't, because she said that that's my private part and she doesn't want to make me uncomfortable. Aha, because
Woman
she cares.
follows her training and does her job. That's hot.
Hell yeah, it is. Shit. You know when people are like, oh, I want people to like make fun of me. I want people to like talk shit to me, you know, like dirty talking in bed. No. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Instead of someone being like dirty talking to you and insulting you while you're like doing the naughty shits, right? No, they like patiently and gently like guide you and like take care of you and like do checkups on whether you're comfortable. Bro, that might be my cup of tea. Not gonna lie, bro. That might be my new cup of tea. Because that shit got me like...
Why do they have bomb residue on their hands?
I don't know.
I was digging up fossils.
I was digging up puzzles. Aga. Now, that was actually... I don't know. I got really flustered. But she was like, can you like rub your hands on your body? And then I need to like scan it. She even like talked about it so nicely. She was like, I'm gonna use this little machine. I'm gonna like swab your palm and then I'll detect, like I'll put in this machine, no pressure, no nothing. Like this is just standard procedure. Don't even worry about it. And I was like, oh my god, she thinks I'm worried. That is actually so sweet. Either way, I decided to rub my hand on my shirt, gave my hand. He detected it, nothing happened. Like no shit, chat. I don't have a bomb. So I was like, yeah, cool. And she was like, all right, you're good to go. Is everything all right? Are you feeling good? And I'm like, yeah. I generally think it's because I do have like a medical device in my body, right? So that usually set off some metal detectors. Not all. Like, there are metal detectors that don't get
The
set off
takeaway
by
from
it,
literally every
I
one of
guess.
these stories is that Michi is a creep. The only reason she's not a fuckboy is a skill issue.
Is this story about an erotic massage? No, this lady, I think people call it the TSA. I don't remember, but like, it's a lady in the airport where you want to check in your luggage, and then I made the machine beep, so she had to double check that I had nothing. Yeah, it's airport security. If it's like an erotic massage, this makes so much sense. But this was airport security. I'm like, this is so romantic and so like hot. The context is I was at airport security and she was making sure that I do not have any harmful devices on my body. Michi, please raise your standards. Fuck you, Mono. God forbid a woman likes what she likes. God. Fuck you. All right? People want to be like, oh, I want to be called like a bad girl. No, bro. I want someone patient and calm and understanding. Ren was like, let me guide you step by step. Oh, dude, that was hot. That was hot. Ooh, I know, right? I feel miserable. But fuck you. Fuck the both of you. Whatever. I am used to going through airport security being like, it beeped. I'm just gonna whoop, finger up ass. And I'm like, damn. You know? So like, this lady being so patient, it made me, I don't know, it got my heart like beating a little bit. I'll always think of you. Also, I left out a very important part because I know chat is gonna make fun of me, but like, I want you to know this lady was old. It was like a dead ass like 70-year-old lady. And I still felt flustered, bitch. I was like, it made me realize something about
Michi has no need for explosives.
Oh, get me
as
out of
she's
here.
already
Okay.
the bomb Mishimoki heart.
No. Oh yeah, I am. Hell yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope this story gets better and better. I swear, the story gets better and better. Yeah, I swear, guys.
So where are you going for the second date? The airport food court is very romantic at sunset. You are the same as the guys who are like, this girl was nice to me. Is this love but worse?
Hey, dude, why fuck us for, bro? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Michi about to
whoa,
start
whoa.
an airport security blog where she visits different airports and rates her experiences with the security guards.
Hey guys, this really pretty lady laughed at my joke. Is this love? Guys, is this love?
First objectifying women, then asking someone to touch your plushie, and now touching yourself in public in front of the elderly. Straight to Australian jail.
Okay,
with
wow, wow,
you.
wow, 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 wow. Why would you word it that way? Okay, God forbid a person just have fun. I did have a fun trip. Why did you have to word it that way? All of them are true, but not in that way. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. They're locking me up in jail. Bro, I'm gonna, my cellmate's a, oh God, it's over. My cellmate's a bird. You worded that. I didn't. Like, it was literally what happened. She was like, I need you to touch yourself. And I was like, I don't know. I don't care. Okay, listen. I don't care that she was an old lady, okay? She was very gentle and very sweet and very patient with me. She even offered that if I wasn't comfortable, I could have gone into a private room. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? That is so sweet. And then my ass landed in Indonesia. And you know what's the funniest part? It doesn't even fucking beep here. So like, I realize depending on the area, the metal detector machines are different. I guess the metal detector machine in Perth would beep because of the metals in my body. But there are some places that it doesn't beep at all. Like every time I go to Japan, it never really fucking beeps. Well, to be fair, the machine was the one where you like, I don't explain it. Let me zoom out. So like you basically stand and then you like you spread your legs a little bit and then your hands are kind of like cinema posing, right? And then they kind of like detect it like that. I don't really know what that is supposed to be though. Because I did that, I realized my model is like tilted and I don't like it. Oh, this is unpleasant. Uh-oh, this is unpleasant. There we go. Ah, there we go. Boom. Yeah, that's not a metal. I think that's a different body scan. Ah. Yeah, I usually don't trigger the normal metal detector machines, but I guess I triggered that one, and she was really sweet. And now, after telling that story, I'm a little flustered. Kik. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. I did have to, like, you know something else that's really sweet? I was like, oh yeah, I do have, like, a medical device in my body. I was 100% expecting her to be like, oh, what is it? Right? And the honest truth is I do not really know the name of it. Like, I don't know what it's scientifically called, but I can describe it type shit. So I was like, please don't ask. And she didn't ask. She literally did not ask. What does it do? It makes me shit. No, I'm kidding. Secret. That's a mystery. But no, I was like, oh, I do have it in my... I have like a medical device in my body. And she didn't ask. She was like, oh, okay, that I understand. That's probably what set off the machine. I was like, why didn't you ask? Like, I thought, I don't know, like... You're not treating me like I'm up to no good, and something about that made me kind of flustered. You know what I'm saying? I was like, me with my metal butt plug up my ass. It's kind of sweet, you know? It's like, you kind of, you know, it's like, you're not interrogating me. You're like asking, right? But you're not interrogating, so I don't feel like a bad guy. And it felt really good, actually, because then she treats me like I am not up to no good, and it's wholesome. She's being chuny. She wants to be asked about her secret weapon. God, fuck you. I don't know. It's sweet. You know, some newcomers will see that as their first impression. Chat, all I'm saying, one day you will experience what I experience, okay? Once you have not felt the warm embrace, the beautiful touch of a wonderfully beautiful person for so long, one day someone will giggle at a joke you make and then you'll be like, oh, and it'll get ya. You laugh at me today, but one day you're gonna know what it feels like. Oh, she's nice. Guys, she responded to me. Is this love?
Bro's biggest kink is an HR training seminar.
Okay, bitch. Okay, why the fuck would you... Well, who did that? just like what I like. I don't know. All I'm saying is I thought it was romantic. Okay? I just thought it was romantic. Either way, here's the bad part of the story. She sent me a DM first. I think I'm in, boys. Listen, Rin. Every time you send a message and I go, yeah, hell, I kind of hate that. Because in my head, you are the fuckboy I'm afraid of. And I do not want to relate to you. I don't, brother. I don't. Please. Rin, shut the fuck up, bro. Oh god, shut the fuck up. Why you say fuck him for? Mano, you should ask him his Spotify playlist. Says you. Guys, I am actually just a very wholesome person.